Alright guys, welcome back to another Larry is Sick tutorial. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how you are going to be able to transfer or upload your VRChat world, and I think this works for avatars as well, but avatars might have a little bit more complicated stuff to them. So this is going to be for worlds, how you can get them over to Quest and off of desktop exclusive. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and actually make a world. This is a private world for me and my friends, but I just made some changes and one of my friends is on Quest, so I do have to upload it to PC and also port it over to Quest for him. So the first thing you need to do is pull up the VRChat SDK window. If you're not using VRChat Creator Companion and you're just using regular Unity, sorry to say, but you need to get this. I'm sure most of you already have it, so I'm not going to really explain much about it, but basically it just adds the VRChat SDK to your Unity session and makes you able to do this. So yeah, go ahead and you're going to need to upload it to PC first if you haven't already, so go ahead and do that. Make sure that under build type it's build and publish your world online, and make sure you select the checkbox and go ahead and build and publish. That'll take a minute to build and publish, but once you do it, you'll be good to go there. So I'm gonna assume, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna assume that you've already done it, but that's how you can do it and I don't want to wait, to be honest. So now let's get over to changing it and getting it uploaded to the Quest version. So the first thing you need to do is in Unity, let me move this over a little bit, just like down here. Go to File on the top left and go to Build Settings, and it's going to open up the Build Settings window. And you are probably, if you haven't done this before, you're probably only going to have Windows, Mac, Linux, and dedicated server installed. You're going to need to go down to Android, and mine has all these options, but for you it should say like download or install or something like that. Go ahead and download and install the Android platform version, and then once you're done downloading and installing it, I don't think it's required, but I would recommend closing this window, saving your project, and then reloading your project just to make sure that it's loaded and working, and then open this window up again. And you will be back here, you'll have Android, and you'll have all these options. Now when it comes to these options, obviously you are more than welcome to test these and look up what they do. Unity has a whole dedicated page on how all of these options work. So if that's something you want to mess with, go ahead. But if you're not really looking to super customize, you just want to quickly get it over to Quest, just go ahead and click Switch Platform down here. And it's going to take a minute. It's going to take about as long as it does to build and publish the world. So I'm just going to skip until when it's done. Okay, boom, it already actually did finish, I think. Nope, never mind. It's going to keep doing stuff, but it'll be done in a minute. It usually takes about as long as it does to build and publish, and that's just going to depend on how big your world is and how much stuff it is. But as you can see, we're over on Android now. Nothing really changes. You should not really get it, unless you have some crazy complicated stuff in your world. You shouldn't get any console errors. You should be good. If you do get console errors, you can look up the error codes on Unity's website and figure out what's going on there. But 9 times out of 10, you will be good to go from here. So you can go ahead and close out this window and then bring back up the VRChat SDK window. And as you can see, it automatically changes your platform to Android. But if it doesn't, make sure that you have Android selected. Make sure that it says build and publish your world online. I wouldn't change any of this stuff, just leave it the same as you already had for the Windows version. Go ahead and click the check and you can click build and publish, and that will add the Quest compatibility to your VRChat world once it's done uploading, building, and compiling. And then if you want to test it, you can go onto VRChat, log in, and under your world, if you go to like My Creations or My Worlds, and you look at it, you will now have the Android icon, which is for Quest. So yeah, you can do this with iOS as well. It's pretty much the same thing. Go to Build Settings, go down to iOS, install with Unity Hub, get that installed, restart your project, switch platform, upload it to iOS. You can do it with iOS as well. This was mostly to show you how you can do it on the Quest version, because the Oculus Quests use the Android version of the game. But again, you can do it for iOS as well, because I'm pretty sure, I know like iOS there's like a mobile app now, so you can do it for iOS. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I know it's not a long one, but it doesn't really need to be. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.